Hi, this is Andrew Phillips, the founder and editor-in-chief of EM Coach, here with Luke Phillips as well, who's going to be helping me out with the questions. We're going to do a Jay and Silent Bob routine here. So we're talking this month about a question where a lady had exposure to a local outlet. In the United States, that will tend to be 120 volts. In Europe and Australia, it tends to be 240. Now, one of the exceptions to that is if you have a Tesla charging station, then you're looking at 240. And if you're, or any kind of high-speed electric, I should just advertise here for Tesla, or if you have a dryer outlet, that requires 240 volts as well, and you'll see that in the United States. So this question is going over a low voltage exposure. I want to stop right there and make sure to clarify this is only for low voltage. If it is high voltage, boom, do not pass go, do not collect $200. The patient has to be admitted for high voltage, period. For low voltage exposure, you want to take a look at the EKG, look at troponins and such, and there's a nice table you can take a look at here that goes through all the criteria. If they are negative for all of those, then they can be discharged. If they meet any of those criteria, such as having any sort of arrhythmia on the EKG, even something as simple as like PACs, then premature atrial contractions, then they have to be admitted to telemetry. And typically these injuries go pretty well. Patients are often asymptomatic, and particularly if they're young and otherwise healthy, but do take a look at this list of indications for admission for telemetry after a low voltage exposure. And just to clarify, low voltage is less than 600, high voltage is greater than 1,000. You may be saying, oh, wait a minute, what about that middle zone between the 600 and 1,000? And it is exactly that, a no man's zone, no man's land of how exactly is it characterized. Really, it doesn't tend to be a big problem clinically because of the way the outlets are around 120 and 240, and then the big electrical lines that are running overhead are well over 1,000. So the fact that it's not well defined between 600 and 1,000 doesn't really make a difference. Don't let it worry you. So below 600 is low voltage. If they are asymptomatic and meet all the criteria in the table listed, then they can go home. If they meet any of those criteria or have any of them positive, they need to be admitted to telemetry. This is Andrew Phillips and Luke Phillips signing off from EM Coach for this month's EP Monthly Question.